Mannimarco has returned, has he? Well, from what I know, history records him as quite the pain in the side of the people of Tamriel. Mannimarco, also known as the King of Worms or the Worm King, was an Altmer necromancer notable for founding the Order of the Black Worm. He began his magical studies as a student of the Psijic Order and went on to manipulate the political powers of Tamriel throughout later parts of his life. He went as far as to control the Cyrodiilic Empire as his puppet state during the Interregnum, and put forward the events that led to Molag Bal's invasion of Tamriel called the Plane Meld. Mannimarco went on to become a Lich, later ascending to godhood as the Necromancer's Moon in his Undeath, and left a legacy that would last for ages to come. His book, The Necromancer's Moon, talks about his ascension to godhood, or otherwise known as apotheosis. I've read this before, but now that I know of what or who is actually behind the growing necromancers of Cyrodiil, perhaps I should read it again. Brothers and sisters of the Worm, despair not at the trials we now face, for our time comes swiftly. The God of Worms watches over our order and will deliver us from these troubled times on the day of reckoning. Until then, perform his work in secret, serve his needs, and look to the skies for his signs. The Revenant, the Necromancer's Moon, watches over us all. His form, ascended to godhood, has taken its rightful place in the sky and hides the enemy Arche from us so that we may serve him. Watch for the signs. When the heavenly light descends from above, hasten to his altars and make your offering, so that he may bless you with but a taste of his true power. Grand soul gems offered to him will be darkened, and can be used to trap the souls of the unwitting, a feat even the great Engasta would marvel at. Stay faithful to the Order of the Black Worm, and in time your loyalty will be rewarded. Soon he will return to set the world right in due time, and those who would stand in his way will suffer eternally at his hands, just as those who stood opposed before. Until that day, you must believe and be patient. Hide in your caves, in your ruined forts, in your secret lairs. Raise your minions, summon your servants, cast your spells. Answer the call of the Order when you are needed. Watch and listen. So they are calling him the God of Worms. Yes, as you can see, apparently he is growing this group, the Order of the Black Worm. Another crisis is seemingly growing right in front of me. It's not like Maroon's Dagon's invasion, it's not so serious as that. But if this Order of the Black Worm does defeat the Mages Guild, then we could be in for a lot of trouble. Especially if this Mannimarco really did become a god, which I sort of doubt, but we shall see. I'm not at the Arcane University right now, so I don't have any more assignments from them. Instead, I'll be going to this ancient Ayleid ruin far to the southeast of Cheydinhal, in search of a carved panel for Umbacano back in the Imperial City. Nice clear night. Really hear those crickets. Very loud. We are on our way to Malada. Nearly there. We left quite early in the morning. Had a good night's rest. Slept early. Magnus should be peeking over soon. But it's a pretty clear night, all things considered. A lot of rough terrain going this way. Make sure I don't kill Prophet going down here. Pretty uneventful. We did run past an ogre. Tried to attack us, but we kept on riding. Oh, this looks like a castle. Haven't I been here before? Yeah, Castle Varaldo. A very weird place. Totally off the roads and out in the wilderness. I actually forget what was there. Hey, it's okay, Prophet.
I just love strawberries.
Everybody loves strawberries. Unless you're one of the rare people who have an allergy to them. So, what is Malata? I'm looking for a carved panel that Umbacano wants. This is part of what he's been hiring adventurers for. But I was warned by Claude Merrick that Umbacano has also hired him to retrieve the carving from the High Fane, which Merrick identified as Malata in the Vallis Mountains. Merrick warned me that Malata is very dangerous and advised that I read the Cleansing of the Fane before I go. I did read that. So, he promised to tell me more over drinks at the Tiber Septim Hotel across the street from Umbacano's house. Which has already happened, so... Ah. I don't see Magnus, but I can see the light from Magnus. Something's nearby. You know when it all of a sudden goes quiet? There's a predator around here. It's a wolf, I think. Anyways, we're close enough and it can't get up to us. They almost always go after Prophet for some reason. It's not Foxglove. Oh, we did actually ride by a fox, too. There's a mine there. There's a lantern on the outside that's lit. I assume somebody is there. Rare do you ever find a cave or a mine that has no occupants. Another wolf. I really wish I could hit him from on top of my horse. Come here. Ooh, got a bear here. What? Stay away from Prophet. Stay away from Prophet. Prophet! Stay away. Die. Why is... The bear killed Prophet. Prophet's dead, Vilya. Yeah. You were shooting arrows, and you hit Prophet quite a few times. Arrows everywhere. Oh, Prophet, I'm sorry. You were a good horse. You lasted through the Oblivion Crisis. Vilya, there are Daedric arrows on here. And you're the only one I know that has those. Well, I guess we should bury it. Bury him. Let's get on with it.
There are so many books I'd like to read, but nowadays I don't even have time to read my own diary.
Not now, Vilya. Well, that took a while. It turned out to be quite foggy. Well, that looks like some ruins. Well, that doesn't look like your typical Ayleid ruin, though. Oh, that is different. I've never seen that before, or read about anything that looks like it. A dank breeze has ruffled my hair. Oh, there's a path going into here. I guess I go on foot. Hurt myself on the way down. Alright, well, we're gonna have to get another horse. I don't really want another black one. Maybe I'll get a white one from Anvil. It's supposed to be the toughest of all horses. Maybe that's what I need. Anyways, I'm always outrunning my companions on profit anyway. That's a strange pillar. Well, alright, the cleansing of the High Fane. Do I still have that book on me? Well, it's a very short book. The devils greatly afflicted the land, such that no man could plow or reap or seed, and the people appealed to the brothers of Maruk for succor. Who's Maruk? And then Abbot Cosmas gathered all the brothers and led them to Malata, also known as the High Fane in the Elvish tongue, and came against it with holy fire. And the demons were destroyed, and many devilish relics and books found therein were burned, and the land had peace for many years. Well, what did Umbacano want me to do here? I need to locate the ruin, known as the High Fane. Most likely is known by a different name, yeah, Malata. He promised to pay me 2,500 gold if I retrieve the carved panel from the High Fane for him. So I need a carved panel. Happy the prophet is dead. I don't know if I'm more upset that I have to walk back, or... I guess I do miss him. He was a good horse. Look, Belia, a deadly mud crab for you. A cask. Use the skeleton key to open this. Flawless sapphire. 70 septums. Welkin stone. I don't really need them, and they're quite heavy. Oh. Well, is that what this place is going to be full of? Nature's reclaimed it, huh? There's two bears here. Ouch. Alright. Ouch. You guys can play with this. Now we have a mountain lion. Stupid Spriggan. You okay, Wolfgang? We're attacking Wolfgang. Oh, excuse me. One more. I have to wait till we rest.
I can't help it, but I pity the poor souls who cannot rest in peace.
Okay. Never been something that's crossed my mind. You're dead, you're dead. It's fascinating. You're dead. In a way. I am not one. Tough rat.
That's the best you can
I'm not one to want to bring them back to unlife, but bring them to unlife, I should say.
You made a big mistake.
Another one.
I kill you.
Well, at least it's not full of Daedra. It'd take a lot of effort to bring down. Alright, well, this goes in two directions. My dungeon sense. I can go this way. Direction sense, dungeon sense. My ability to know what's... yeah, I was just gonna say. It missed me. Okay, keep going. My ability to know where is where within whatever place I go into. Magic, you see? Missed me. There's a nice door here. What is this? The carved stone that Umbacano gave me fits seamlessly into the hole in the door. Something's around here. And I don't mean the rat.
You're a creep. And you're as good as dead. I'm not afraid of you. You leave my friend alone.
Rats
you
really
bastard.
aren't a danger. Alright, what's this? Carved panel. I found the carving that Umbacano wants. I need to get out of the ruins and return to the Imperial City to deliver it. Well, that was easy. Ah! Whoa! My foot! I'm wearing Daedric armor, but it still got crushed. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have a foot left. There's a lot of skeletons, so it wasn't as easy as I thought. There's a lich over there. Okay, this, I know I have to get practice on this, with this weapon, but this is the best way to do it. Still, I'd rather use my mace. Kill things faster. Why is a rat attacking me? Yeah, my foot's okay. It's gonna be okay. Die, lich! In fact, give me your soul. Tough one. Realize that it drains so much of my health. That's actually a very powerful creature. Oh. I almost died. Now what? Vilya, you really have a bad habit of hitting people that are on your side. Greater Staff of Ruin. At least she hit this one with 2 Daedric arrows. Strong Potion of Sorcery. Ayleid chest. $5.45 septums. Legendary Magic Drain. Look a lot like my Wolfgang, just different color. Alright. I thought we were leaving. This is going deeper into the place. Can we not return the way we came? Hey! Well, what's down here? It's just below these things while it takes shots at you. An emerald and 68 septums. Is it worth it? I don't know. As long as I get out of here, I suppose that's all that matters. Get us out of here alive. Well, now I'm curious. What is down here? Where we were? Let's just get away from those crystals that are shooting cold at us. Hopefully this won't be some massive maze that will take us a long time to get through. 68 septums. Wraith. And there's a cask over there. This almost looks like a burial area. I'm pretty sure it is. You can deal with that. Trying to get out of the way, but I want to be between. Oh, there's 2 wraiths. Will you help? Not the usual kind. Help. Help you actually mean it. I'm gonna take that bow away from you, though. You have to keep hitting us. Now what? Smelly zombie.
You are good as dead. I'm not afraid of you. Ha ha!
afraid of
I
you.
don't have a soul gem. This is still... Die, zombie. It smells something horrid. Ew. I hate the smell of the dead. Especially ones that have been rotting for a while. Oh, urge to vomit is really high. Oh. Whew. That one was about the nastiest thing I've ever smelled in my life. It's like it shit its drawers before it died, and ugh, I don't even want to think about it. Oh, the rotting flesh? That is horrible.
You leave him alone. You are dead.
69, Daedric Mace. That's a rare find. It's quite heavy, though, but we'll take it anyway.
I kill you.
Wolfgang. Just die, stupid creature. You okay, Wolfgang? You're alright. We'll lose another animal. Wolfgang never seems to stay down, though. That's one good thing about him. Ugh. This is exactly what I want to encounter. A Wraith on every corner.
You will be so dead.
Let's see what I have on me. For charging, I think I just have... what's the name of that gem from Azura? Azura Star. That's all I have? Okay. Well, we might as well use it, because it's just not doing anything. Full. Mace Molag Ball. What about Sufferthorn? Yeah, we need another charge. Give me your soul.
And do, huh?
Ah, Wolfgang. Back on your feet now? That's okay. There we go. Wolfgang, see if I have food on me. I don't have anything. $68 septums. Well, this keeps going down below, and I want to exit. Just look like a series of burial chambers. Whoa. I was not looking. Oh, we've got a skeleton here. Oh! Ah! Oh, that was easily killed. Get off there, Vilya. Get off there. Wolfgang. Okay, enough of the trap. Let's just get going.
You made a big mistake.
Ah, keep on hitting me when I'm summoning. I think I like this Daedra. It's not so big. Unlike that Dremora I kept on summoning. I shouldn't get that much. Truth be told, I should be using Azura's Star again. Doesn't last very long with Suffer, now does it? If I really want to, I should be using it every chance I get. Oh, too late. I could have used it on the, I'd have to kill the Daedra, though. 71 gold? What's this? Broken crystal. Alright, hopefully this will lead us out.
I find zombies smelly.
Are you kidding me? They're the most foul, smelly thing ever. I'd rather fight an orc. Any day, actually. 'Cause I'd like to kill the orc. Another lich. Strong potion of healing. Alright, you want to fight, lich?
Die!
I can't. There we go. Ugh. Staff from it? 2 petty soul gems, but you know what they have? Souls in them. Oh. Zerstar's empty, and okay. It must have, the enchantment must have worn off the creature, the lich, before it died. Pearl... died again. What do you call something that's already dead, then? Before it was destroyed, I suppose. Okay. 71... Ooh, Daedra Gauntlets. Those are actually quite rare. I would save them for Fergus, but... I don't think I'm going to use his, talents anymore. Bother with the rat, will ya? It's not bothering us. We've got to go around. Dead end. This way. Wait, we go down? I guess. I'm actually waiting for Claude Merrick to be here. Isn't that how these things usually go? He warned me. We're in a competition. Won't be surprised if he tries to ambush me as soon as I leave. Well then, let's see if this, if there's an ambush for us outside. Isn't that him? Watch out, boy, you're right in the way.
Well done.
Yep.
You have much to learn about this business, my friend,
Much
but you
to
show
learn.
definite promise.
I kind of saw that
But
this would
first,
happen.
of course, you must hand over the carving.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, you can't have the carving.
Are you sure? I truly have no wish to harm you. It is the carving I want. Just business. Hand it over, and someday we will both laugh about this over drinks at the Tiber Septim. I will give you one last chance.
You do realize I am the champion of Cyrodiil, right? I stopped Maroon's Dagon and the Oblivion invasion. What are you going to do? No more than a petty bandit to me. No, you can't have the carving.
As you wish. Too bad. I was just getting to like you.
I'm not afraid of you.
He has friends. Well, I can pull up some friends too.
You leave my friend alone,
There's 4
you
of them.
bastard!
Right, well, in this case, because it's so desperate, going to use my mace of Malag Ball. And I'm going to use some potions. New Life Festival Wine. Well, as much as I could... I like wine. I was going to save this. Okay, so let's, poison it. Damage your health. And fortify health for me. I wish I had a fortify... Ooh, chameleon. That'll do.
Come on, show me how brave you
Alright,
are.
which one is my...
You
You're definitely
don't
not.
scare me.
Oh, I hit my own. Ah, alright. I'll use this.
You're a dangerous bastard, aren't you? You think you can beat me?
It's mine.
Go ahead.
I don't know who you all fools are, but... Potion of healing. Not that they're really getting through my damage, but I am in trouble here. Or getting through my armor to damage me. I am in trouble here.
Am I supposed to?
One down. Know who you are. You need to die. Get him, Wolfgang.
So you call yourself
Khajiit. Okay, well, I didn't see the leader, Claude Merritt, go down. Daedric arrow. So, you're not the only one. I could just carry these around. A Daedric bow. I do have to say their equipment was much better than what one normally encounters. Ebony dagger. Ooh. I don't think I've seen a Khajiit stripped of everything. Just looks like a big hairy man.
I find zombies
With a tail.
smelly.
Big hairy man
It's
cat, which
scary.
I think is what they actually are. Big hairy man cat. I don't know what this is. Nice Daedric war axe. So how much more of this can I carry? Look at this entire Mage Slayer's helmet. Wow. I'll take this. What's this note say? But it kind of looks like Claude Merrick, but it's not. I can't carry that. Where is Claude Merrick? Did he die up here? Or did he leave? Did he flee like the coward he is? He sent his lackeys after me. Alright, what happened to Claude Merrick? I hate to say that he's a Breton. Idiots come in all races, though. All orcs are idiots, so... I guess it goes like this, the old, Not all the races are idiots. All the races have idiots in them. But all orcs are idiots. Yeah. Something like that. Alright, this is weird. Makes me want to drink a skooma. I'm supposed to sell this. I stole this. I need to fence that. Where is that wine? I'll drink it now. New Life Festival wine. There we go. Not all the races are idiots, but all orcs are. Oh yeah, we have to go home on foot. That's quite the ways back to the Imperial City. Ugh. Well, there's this castle ahead. What is nearby? Leowin or Cheydinhal? I would say Cheydinhal. Breville, actually, well, there's a lot of water to cross. I mean, I can always... Maybe Breville? If I use water walking, it won't be so bad. This is going to take quite a while to get home. Or get back to civilization. Where did that fool Claude Merrick go? I was ambushed by Claude Merrick outside Malata, but I refused to hand over the Ayleid carving. I must escape and return the carving to Umbacano in the Imperial City. Well, guys, Lily's already told me that we can't double on her horse because of the weight that I carry, especially my armor. We're going... Is that southwest or west? It's kind of... Well, west would take us out here. We kind of want to go a bit southwest. Well, I'm going to be tired after running all these miles. Is that a cow? What the... An imp? Now's when I will... Yeah. Thanks, Wolfgang. That's somebody's cow over there. Just alone in the woods. Alright, let's get the previous weapon, because I am trying to practice with one-handed. Not the Blade of Woe. Where is it? Sufferthorn. It is pretty odd that someone's cow is just out here. Be pretty vulnerable to predators, I would think. Lucky that imp didn't go after it. Hard to get away from something that's flying after you. An old, where are we? This is an old, Oblivion Gate. Silverfish Falls. Oh, that town. Yeah. Well, you know what? If we follow the river, it'll come right out. Fort Grief. That's where that orc took people out there and had them killed. Okay, we'll follow the river, and then from there we'll be able to see. That's why I kept my ring of water walking. So we'll go into Breville, take the teleportation to the Arcane University, and from there, go to see Umbacano. I have been here. It's been a while, though. It's a long river. It's a long river, and I think it's time to use my water walking ring. I hope I kept it. There was a water walking ring, and there was a water breathing ring. There we go. Ring of skimming. Oh, I did get a little wet. Oh, yeah, just ignore it. What is it? Mud crab? Doesn't really keep you from going in the water too well, does it? No, I'm all wet now. Oh yeah, just ignore it. Let's go. I'm not here to kill mud crabs and rats. The gods, I'd be doing that for the rest of my life if I was here to do that. And I still wouldn't even come close to making a dent in their population. This makes me wonder how somebody got rid of most of the cliff racers in Vardenfell. That was nuts, because I do remember seeing quite a few of those. We always had a couple archers with us on the way out to the expedition to clear the way. Those things would come right at you and peck your face off. They're literally the most hated thing in Morrowind. All I can say is, thankfully, they're only located in Morrowind, mostly in Vardenfell, though. But somebody, just in the last few years, they've been talking about it. The rumor is that somebody removed most of them. I just don't see how that's possible. It would require a godlike intervention. Then again, the gods of Morrowind, the Tribunal, apparently all gone. So... Alright, this is Grief, or Fort Grief, whatever it's called. Fort Grief. All we have to do is go west of the island. Very foggy. You know what? I kind of like it. It's neat. I know which way to go and where things are, so... Well, I would prefer to see for miles ahead of me, like normal. But I think southwest, kind of southwest, west by southwest. I do see some trees in the distance. There's something. What is this? Some kind of island? Oh, it's got a face on it. Oh, is this a Daedric shrine? What exactly is that? Look at that face. It's like split into several different faces. What? What are... I don't recognize this. It's some kind of interesting mushroom. Oh, there are people there. Alright, well, if they're cultists and they attack me... Oh, yeah. I'll take that. What is this? I'll have to see what I can make out of these things. Oh, is this like a portal to somewhere? That's 3 faces in one. How odd. What is this? I have never even heard of these things before. This must be a portal to some Oblivion realm. It's a fruit. Really? Well, not poisoned. Doesn't taste too bad, actually. Could be a little sweeter. There's another one over there. Ooh, something else that I've never seen. Eek. And it smells awful. Weird. Some kind of fungus? It's like a mushroom, but...
I ran across a couple of mud crabs not long ago. Annoying creatures.
Weird. I'm gonna have to go see what I can do with these. Whatever this mushroom is, it's like rotten. And it smells terribly. Ugh. Maybe I should draw... No. I'm gonna see what I can make out of it, because... I have to. It smells so bad, I can't carry it with me anymore. I'm sure Vilya is going to say something to me. Well, see, it looks like I can restore strength. What about these other ones? Restore Magicka is very nice. I'd definitely go with that. And Night Eye? Huh. Alright. I am a master alchemist. Oh, what's going on with that Khajiit? There's a guard here. I've heard a rumor that a strange doorway has appeared on a small island in Nibbin Bay. I should investigate. Hello.
Here comes another one!
What?
Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me!
What?
I won't go back. You can't make me go back! I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
Huh?
Ah!
Vilya, stay out of
Leave
it.
my friend alone!
Vilya,
you bastard!
stay out of it.
I'd stay back from that door if I were you. Nothing that's gone in has come out right.
Okay. What can you tell me about this strange door?
I don't know where it came from, and I don't want to. Those who've gone in have come back out wrong. I'm just here to warn folks to stay away.
What happened to them?
Look for yourself. Their brains are addled. Got no sense. Perfectly normal people went in there. And this is what's come out.
Maybe I'll stay out here.
Good choice. I mean, look at the thing. No sane person would go through there. And none have come out, that's for certain.
This is so odd. Take advantage of everything I can that grows outside of this. So this obviously goes to an oblivion.
A nice
realm.
effort, though.
What?
Shame he's dead. These things happen.
I've heard that voice before.
Bring me a champion! Rend the flesh of my foes! A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies. Really? Do come in! It's lovely in the Isles right now. Perfect time for a visit.
The Isles? The Shivering Isles? This is... Oh no, this is the Sheogoraz Oblivion Realm. Daedric Prince of Madness. I should have recognized it from the weird face. Well, this one is grinning. This one has its mouth open, and this one just has a normal face. Serious. Okay, what do you know about this?
No, go away. I'm not here.
Yeah, okay. Wasn't that odd? Hey,
Did you hear that?
yes, I
Did you? Voices from nowhere. Madmen! Oh, where does it end? How did I get this posting?
Vilya, I think we need to go. Oh, more. Wow, what is this? Giant purplish mushroom? Oh no. I kinda want to go in there just to look at all the flora. Alright, let's continue on with where we're going. That's Breville right there. Oh, it's a champion, huh? gonna have to think on that. What if that's my way to apotheosis? And I am looking out for any and all ways to attain godhood. That voice does sound familiar. Alright, well I can swap out this ring. What was I wearing before? Ring of the Viper Eye? And I had something of the Black Band, yes. Very good combination for a mage. Resist magic. Well, especially for an apprentice mage who's vulnerable. Sorry, I shouldn't say apprentice mage. A mage born under the apprentice.
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, it was one of your guards over there. It did say the Isles. Shivering Isles. And the person that came out did say they don't want to go in.
Oh, my
There's madness
poor
in there.
Alison.
Sorry. I hope you do okay on your own with the baby that's coming.
Maybe we could catch a mud crab?
Why would we want to do that?
You're the grand champion of the arena.
I am.
This is such an honor.
I would say the honor's all mine if I was going to be polite, but I just really don't care.
Ah, how quaint.
Alright, out of the way, please.
Aye.
Imperial City. We also have to go and sell all the loot that we just picked up. Is this the way out? Which we can do, actually. Actually, we can do that right out front of the city. Past the Imperial Bridge. Dragon Bridge. Alright, let's get this all taken care of. We've slept here at the inn. What does this note say? Rigmore. Set up camp out of sight and keep an eye out for strangers. Umbacano thinks to cheat us, as usual, so we'll play it cautiously. Do not enter the ruin until I arrive. We may not need to risk our necks this time, Merrick. P.S. Keep an eye on Grazier? He's acting even twitchier than usual. Maybe he finally realized he isn't getting a full cut. Maybe I think he's good for one more job. But I think he's good for one more job. And he's the best I could come up with on short notice. Well, that's all we have on that. I sold my extra loot. So, the Wanet Inn. I always want to call it the the Walnut Inn. Something like that. Wanet. There's one of my homes up there. It's very cold. I don't like that. Very cold place. There's no room for, I'd have to spend an enormous amount of money to get somebody to bring another bed up there. It is furnished, but it's not a place for the three of us. Not like Arbor Watch in Coral. Alright, so Umbacano lives just inside here. The Talos Plaza district. Right here, right? Alright, here we go again.
Good to see you again, sir. Shall I escort you upstairs to see my master?
Yes, show me to Umbacano right away.
Very good. Please follow me.
Glories and laments among the Ayleid ruins. Up you go. Oh, the first step is very high.
Ah, the treasure hunter. Please, have a seat.
How do you do?
Ah, yes. My treasure hunting friend. What can I do for you?
Do you know a Claude Merrick?
I believe a little friendly competition always sharpens the wits.
Oh, so you hired
Even
him.
more reason for you to get back to hunting for my carving.
Yes, I have been to the High Fane. I have your carving.
Yes, you learned that it is the ruin now known as Malada. Were you able to recover the carving yet?
Yes, I have it.
Wonderful!
Give it to him.
You are indeed a treasure hunter of exceptional talents. Here is your reward as promised. Normally, I would give you a chance to celebrate your success, but I do have another task for you, if you are interested. A rather urgent one.
So, is Claude Merrick going to be in on this one as well?
I hope you don't blame me for the unpleasantness with Marek. I have no control over the man. In any case, it all turned out well, didn't it?
He tried to kill us with his thugs. So, what else about the High Fane can you tell me?
The carving you recovered from Malada will be invaluable in my research on the late Ayleid period.
And so what other task are you asking of me?
This is not quite in your usual line of work, but I hope you can help me just the same. A rival collector has an item which I very much want to add to my collection, but she stubbornly refuses to consider any of my offers. She and I have had our differences over the years, I admit. Now she is taking this opportunity to get her revenge. I believe that you may be able to persuade her to part with the item, where I cannot due to her prejudice against me. Are you interested?
Surprised you don't just hire thugs to take her out and forcibly remove it. I guess I'll take the job.
Very good. I hope you will succeed, where I have so far failed.
Oh, maybe I am the thug hired to take her out. Tell me about this collector.
Her name is Herminia Cinna. She lives here in the Imperial City, in the Elven Gardens district. She fancies herself a student of the Ayleids, although she sadly lacks any aesthetic instinct whatsoever. Be that as it may, she has come into possession of an ancient relic known as the Crown of the Ayleids. Your job is to acquire it for me.
Crown of the Ayleids.
Here is more than enough gold to buy it at any reasonable price. You may keep whatever you do not use as your fee.
Tell me about this Crown of the Ayleids.
Reputedly the crown worn by the last king of the Ayleids. It deserves to be part of my collection.
It deserves to, does it? And what do you know of the last Ayleid king?
Very little is known of him. Not even his name.
Oh.
He ruled the last Ayleid city in Cyrodiil during the First Era, 3 centuries after the fall of White Gold Tower.
Okay. Goodbye.
You too.
She doesn't want to sell it to him because she doesn't like him. If there's more to it than that. Hello.
If you'll just follow me, I will take you directly to my master.
No, I just want to speak to you.
Indeed, I am at your service.
Very good rumors lately.
If you're looking for a shield, Stonewall Shields has a fine selection.
Ask city folk what's going on,
Good day.
and I tell you about good deals in local blacksmiths shops.
Do you need something?
All right,
Do you
so
like horses?
it's a lot
I
of people
do.
here.
Without question.
Right, so yeah, it's in the center, is it not? The Elven Gardens district actually should be on the other side. Right here.
Salute. Welcome. Please say your piece.
Who are you? Yes? Oh.
Can
Let's see
I
what you
interest
have.
you in some of my wares?
To sell poisons. Alright. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to
Yes.
We are having a great time together, aren't we?
Are we?
You wanted to talk to me?
Do you want to talk?
Of course. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss?
How about we talk about you and I?
What's on your mind, friend?
You look very pretty today, you know that?
And you, my dear, look very handsome.
Well, this is going well. Let's keep talking.
Of course.
Tell me your thoughts on this place.
Bernardo at the Best Defense Shop knows a lot about heavy armor. Maybe he could teach you a few things.
I doubt it. I'm pretty skilled now, but you never know. Let's talk.
Of course.
How about we talk about you and I?
What's on your mind, friend?
I want to thank you.
You want to thank me? What for?
Your support makes life easier for me.
Thank you.
Tell me your thoughts.
Can you explain to me why a none an axe would be considered as blunt? It beats me for sure. If I am to use an axe, I definitely want a sharp one.
Yeah, maybe an orc came up with that idea. I don't know. But axe definitely shouldn't be considered blunt. Alright, let's keep going.
Anytime.
Maybe I should keep talking to her like that more often. Now, the Elven Gardens. Well, I don't feel like she's over there, though. I feel like where I should go is this way. Is that her? What was the name again? Herminia Cinna.
Greetings.
Hello, are you Herminia Cinna?
Herminia Cinna,
Ah.
amateur scholar of the ancient elves, dabbler in the arcane arts. How can I help you?
Do you have the Crown of the Ayleids?
You want to buy my Ayleid crown? It isn't for sale at any price. I would think Umbacano would know that by now.
Well, Umbacano will pay me well for it. He'll pay you well for it.
I will never allow the crown to fall into Umbacano's hands. He is far more dangerous than you realize.
How so? He seems like a harmless collector to me.
Far from it. His interest in the Ayleids is not that of a mere scholar.
No?
He hopes to unlock the secrets of their magical power. And if you know anything about Ayleid-ruled Cyrodiil, that should make you very uneasy.
Yeah, but what's he going to do? Bring back the Ayleid Empire? The Ayleids are gone. Just how is the Ayleid crown dangerous?
I'm afraid I don't know for sure. I wish I had a more persuasive answer, but hear me out. The crown of the Ayleids which Umbacano wants is not simply an ancient work of art. It has certain superficial magic powers, true, but its real power is hidden. However, my studies of the ancient text make clear that it is the key to dangerous magical powers which should be left dormant.
Umbacano will not give up, then.
You're right. Even if I persuade you, he'll send someone else. Someone less amenable to reason. But what if you brought him another Ayleid crown?
You mean a forgery?
My own research into the late Ayleid period suggests that there was not a single Ayleid ruler, but many. They were a bitterly divided people, with many warlords vying against each other for
Yes,
power.
that's right. I remember
Their
that.
ultimate demise was wrought by their own civil strife, at least as much as by the rebellion of their human slaves.
So, what about this other crown?
My crown, the one Umbacano covets, belonged to the ruler of Nenalata. I've learned of another crown, entombed with the last ruler of the rival city of Lindai. Since Umbacano has never laid eyes on the real crown of the Ayleids, I doubt he could tell the difference. In any case, the other is also a real Ayleid crown, just not the right one.
Ah,
I think we could all sleep better if you brought him Lindai's crown instead of the crown of Nenalata. Here, I happen to have the key you'll need to enter the royal burial chamber in Lindai. I hope you'll make the right choice.
Can you tell me anything else about the crown of the Ayleids?
I hope you'll make the right choice. Umbacano must not have the crown of Nenalata.
What can you tell me about this last Ayleid king?
The king of Nenalata is the last Ayleid king known to history, true. He appears to have ruled for centuries past the fall of all the other Ayleid kingdoms, if the ancient chronicles are to be believed. But there never was a single king of the Ayleids. Each city-state had its king, and their power waxed and waned over the years. The king of Nenalata was the last, simply because all the other kings had been destroyed or driven out of Cyrodiil.
And what can you tell me about this Lindai, its rival kingdom?
The Ayleid city of Lindai was a bitter rival to Nenalata, the city of the so-called last king of the Ayleids. Umbacano may not be able to tell the difference between the crown of Lindai and the crown of Nenalata. It's at least worth a try. I know I don't want to find out what terrible power Umbacano could unleash using the crown of Nenalata.
I can't imagine it being very much. But, alright. I think this is enough. I'll go to this Lindai. Goodbye.
Why?
Last thing I want is have another huge enemy trying to conquer all of Tamriel. Where is Lindai? Ooh. Well, it's actually not that far. But you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we should go to Anvil and get the white horse, go buy one, and then come back. And then, well, I guess we have to run up to the stables and then go west. Well, why don't I just go transfer from Anvil to Coral with the new horse and then go east? A lot easier. But what's... Yes, I don't think I want to give the real Ayleid crown to Umbacano. I've made and defeated too many... Not made, but I've encountered and defeated too many enemies for me to want any more. And I think so. This is how we're going to do it. Umbacano's going to have to be thwarted before he can begin anything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.